boys and girls, it's Miss Reynolds with B.O.R.E.D, Better Off Reading Every Day. Today's book is Turned Right Side Up. It is School's First Day of School. Story is by Adam Rex and pictures are by Christian Robinson. School's First Day of School. School's first day of school. That summer, they dug up the big field and poured the foundation and set brick on top of brick until they built a school. A sign above the door read, Frederick Douglass Elementary. That's a good name for me, thought the school. Most days, a man named Janitor came to mop the school and buff his floors and wash his windows. That is nice, the school said to Janitor. Just the two of us. Won't be just us for long, said Janitor. Soon the teachers will come, and then you'll be filled with children. The school creaked. Children, all kinds of children. They'll come to play, games to learn. Oh, said the school, will you be here? You'll see me after the school day is over, said Janitor. Don't worry, you'll like the children. But the school thought that Janitor was probably wrong about that. You with me? Then they came, the children did, and there were more of them than the school could possibly have imagined. They got everywhere. They opened and closed all his doors and lockers and drank water from his fountains and played on his jungle gym. So that's what this is for, thought the school. Some of the older kids gathered by the school's back fence and showed each other their bored faces. This place stinks, said one of the school said one, and the school gasped. I hate school, said another with a puffy hair. To the agreement of his friends, the school sagged a little. One very small girl with freckles didn't want to come inside the school at all. Her mother had to carry her. I must be awful, the school whispered to himself. Later, he squirted the puffy-haired kid in the face, then felt bad about it afterwards. He watched the kindergarten kid sit on one of his rugs. The teacher said, as we go around the circle, please tell us your name. There was an Aiden and a Max and a Bella and an Aiden and an Emma and a Caden and a Chloe. The small girl with freckles was next, but she wouldn't speak. She only stared at her shoes until the teacher moved on. I don't like school, she whispered into her lap. Well, thought the school, maybe it doesn't like you either. The children were in their chairs finally, but just as the school was starting to relax, his fire alarm sounded and all the children, excited exited and walked to their other side of the field and stared at him. He was so embarrassed. He held his doors open for them when they returned. Sorry, he said, as the first child entered. Sorry, 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 he told them all, even the girl with the freckles. At 12 o'clock, the school was filled with food. At 12:30, the school was filled with garbage. At one table, a boy told a funny joke, and another boy laughed so hard that milk came out of his nose. Now I'm covered with nose milk, thought the school. He had to admit that it was pretty funny. It was a pretty funny joke. Even the girl with the freckles liked it. After lunch, the kindergarten kids learned about shapes. A rectangle has 4 sides, said the teacher. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a square has 4 sides too. In fact, both a square is exactly a special kind of rectangle. Wow, said the school. I did not know that. Afterward, the children made pictures with glitter and paste. The girl with the freckles made a picture of the school. It looked just like me, thought the school, except glittery. It's like she knows me all. It's like she's known me all my life. Do you think I could have your picture? The teacher asked her. Don't tell anyone, but I think it's the best. The school thought she was probably right about that. The freckled girl smiled when the teacher stuck her drawing onto the school wall with a pushpin. Ouch, said the school, but he didn't mind, not really. At 3 o'clock, the parents came to pick up the children. At 3:30, janitor came to pick up the school. I was full of kids, the school told him, and I heard a joke. And I accidentally had a fire drill, but everyone was nice about it. I listened to the classroom and I learned about shapes. You had a big day, said the janitor. Do you think, the school said, do you think you could invite everyone to come back tomorrow, especially the little freckled girl? Janitor nodded. I'll see what I could do. Later, janitor sat on the top of the school and they watched the sun go down. In the beginning, I didn't know what I was, said the school. I thought I was your house. Nope, said the janitor. I suppose some other place gets to be your house, the school added. Janitor nodded. That's true. But you get to be the school. That's lucky. And the school thought he was probably right about that. The end, boys and girls, of School's First Day at School. And what I love about this book is that it's the perspective, or it's the story coming from the school about being the school, which I've never seen before. That is so clever. Like, have you ever wondered what the school thought about everything that was going on inside the school? So it's like a book with the school's feelings. Beautiful. I love it. I love it from that point of view. So what I liked was, at 3:30, janitor came to pick up the school. I was full of kids, the school told him, and I heard a joke, and I accidentally had a fire drill, but everyone was nice about it, and I listened to the classroom and learned about shapes. The school is learning in school. How genius is that? That is so clever. I love it. You had a big day, the janitor said. Do you think, the school said, do you think you could invite everyone to come back tomorrow, especially the little freckled girl? Janitor nodded. I'll see what I could do. That's the girl who didn't want to come in at first. Remember? And she kind of looked in her lap and didn't want to be in school. But eventually she fell in love with him and he fell in love with her. So the point of view from the school on the first day of school. Beautiful. So, teaching is a hoot, boys and girls, and so was this book. It taught me something today. The point of view from the school. Boys and girls, it's Miss Reynolds with B.O.R.E.D, Better Off Reading Every Day. And I feel like I have done nothing but learn every time I read to you. I'm learning something new with every book that I read, even if it's just a little something. And you know, that's always my goal. To put a little something up here, to put a lot of something right here, and to make you laugh a little. And you have to admit, this was a little funny hearing the school talk about the fire drill and saying sorry when the kids came back in. And the part about the heart is the little girl really getting a good laugh when she heard a joke. She relaxed and she started to enjoy herself. And the part in here is the school was named Frederick Douglass, which makes it all worthwhile. Boys and girls, thank you so much for listening to my story, and I will see you soon. Tomorrow we have another book about school and starting school. Bye.